Good afternoon and welcome along to the shed. I'm Chris and I live on the island of Unst in the Shetland Islands. So I've got a new phone and I've lost my intro, so I'm going to have to make a new intro for my videos. So we'll see what we can come up with for that. We have massive news this week. I shall show you. We have this little box with a nice light on it. And then we have a little box there with flashy lights. We have internet. Nearly 3 years and we've got fibre internet. So, good stuff. Means I can make videos. I might even be able to upload better quality ones. Not necessarily on the content, but the picture resolution at least. Anyway, back to what I've been getting on with. So today I've been taking apart, I found these outside, as you do. They're, I've forgot what they are, hold on a sec. I'll put my rubbish. Here we go. Ultra slim docking station. I think I had about 9 left, I'd already done a few and scrapped them out. So on the back of this panel, you had a piece of steel. So I've taken all those off. That comes in at 2.5 kilos for those. We don't need that anymore. So we've got those. I'll tell you how many there is now. There was 7. So I've probably already done about 7 of them. And then inside you have this board. I'll just put the light on. There we go. This here board, which it's got a fair bit on. You've got, you can see in there's some gold plating on the pins in there. And obviously we've got gold plating in here, here, and in all these USB ports. And there's a little bit in here. Where's the focus? I'm in camera. That's better. And then a bit of gold on here as well, get gold plating. There's a few little MLCCs, nothing spectacular, but there's a few in there. They're quite easy to take apart. So they were outside, there's a bit of rust on there. The bucket, or the bin, filled up the water that these were in. But they haven't, they've fared fairly well, so I can still salvage all those. And then in here, we've also got more gold pins in there. And this all just, there's quite a few screws and things in there, but it all comes apart reasonably easily once you get them off. There's a lot of plastic as usual. Helps to hold it in front of the camera. That comes out, oh that's corroded nicely. Will that lift out? So I undid all the screws hoping I'd just be able to pull this out nice and easily. There we go. And that, I should better just lever that out of there. He says, no, because I can see there's a screw there, which has got rust on it, which is why I didn't see it. Luckily, it still undoes nice and easily. What did we drop there? Oh, that's okay. Right, there we go. And you can see inside there, we've got the little brass bits where the screws were in. And that's about all there is on that. Now, dropped another little piece of steel. So you've got this part here, which is aluminium. It's fairly well corroded, but that'll just unscrew, come off there. And the same with this one, that's aluminium as well. And the other one, tiny nothing board. And again, there'll be gold pins inside here. So that's kind of what I've been doing today, just sitting, taking the main parts off those, and then I'll micro scrap the rest of it another time. And I've just totally missed the bin, but never mind. So what else I've been getting up to is having a bit of a tidy up, and we've got my brass tub. It's got 19 kilos in. Every time I get kind of a kilo or so, I'll weigh it out and then it'll go into the tub, so I know exactly what's in there. I've got this copper cylinder full of copper, which is 6 kilos. Then underneath that, I've got copper wire, which is now up to 12 kilos, and I've decided that's probably enough for this one, because it's pretty well full. So that's a nice little amount of copper there, 18 kilos, and then 19 of brass, so some good money there. And then sorted the wire, which is all there. I've been doing a bit of that this week. Got a few tasty boards in there with some really nice copper on, and things have been getting chucked on here gradually. So yeah, and I've got a tray of fans in there, quite a few in there, and then some nice copper. It's a fair bit in there, it's probably 5 or 6 kilos, and under that I've got plugs. So it's all coming together slowly but surely. I think the next video might be taking this apart. We'll have a little look, see what's in there, because you don't get many of these days. But they're doing away with landlines up here now, because everyone's getting the fibre. So there might be quite a few of these old push button phones coming up. So I'll take one apart, see what's in it, and whether it's worth collecting them all up. So that's about it for today, I think. Plenty to be getting on with, and early starts next week. So thank you to all my subscribers, thank you to new subscribers, thank you for all the likes and the comments, and I'm thinking possibly doing a funny darts video, because I like a game of darts, and I've got an idea for something which is, I think's amusing. Whether anyone else will or not, who knows, but it could be fun. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, and keep scrapping.